Apparently, when her and my grandpa got divorced, she saw my step-grandmother in the grocery store and called her some fun names. So this is the retelling of that event. To a man who liked his liquor better than his family he had at home. He went out most every night to drink and carouse, starting fights while I sat alone in our first house. It seemed we both saw us coming to an end. He'd found a woman he said was better than the woman he had at home. And Sunday Eve at the grocery store, I saw my old man with his new whore, and something grabbed a hold of me. My eyes clouded over, black as the night, my lips curled back with an awful fright. What happened next was hard to tell, though some folks say they remember it well. I called him a sinner, I called her a whore, I told the whole town what had happened before. And when I was finished speaking my mind, I went on with my business like any other time. Looking back, I'm not so proud of the things I did or said out loud. Well, I'll be held accountable in the end for the things we've done and the ways we've sinned. Yes, I called him a sinner, I called her a whore, I told the whole damn town what had happened before. And when I was finished speaking my mind, I went on with my business like any other time. Looking back, I'm not so proud of the things I did or said out loud. Well, I'll be held accountable in the end for the things we've done and the ways we've sinned. Alrighty. Let's see, what do I want to play next? Alright, this next song is actually the first one I ever wrote. It's called Believe. It's just talking about believing in your relationship with the person you're with, because sometimes things can hit the fan and you're just wondering, why am I still doing this? But it's worth it if you stick with it. Believe in me. Can't remember the next word, that's so lame. You're the one I wanted to find. Come on this journey and into my mind. We've been through a lot, babe. We're still standing strong. When I wake with the dawn, Do I have time for one more? Am I getting swept away by the broom yet? Not yet. All right. All right, this next song I'm going to try or do whatever is called Sweet Sweet Honey. It's sort of a story about my life with my wife in Indiana, our little small country but happy existence. So here goes. I'll have $1.50 left at the end of today. Been a long, hard week without much pay, but everything will always be okay if I got my sweet, sweet honey. The work continues now, I got nothing to show. I pour my money down the drinking hole. All my drinking and running came to an end. Now I'm making up for time in the financial end. I'll have $1.50 left at the end of today. Been a long, hard week without much pay, but everything will always be okay if I've got my sweet, sweet honey. My honey and I, we live a simple life. Don't have much money, but that's alright. We got a little piece of land and a house of our own. She's the queen of my double tall, I'm the king of her home. I'll have $1.50 left at the end of today. Been a long, hard week without much pay, but everything will always be okay if I got my sweet, sweet honey. Been making plans most every night about what we'd do if we were set just right. My honey and I, we buy a house on wheels, travel the land to see how freedom feels. I'll have $1.50 left at the end of today. Been a long, hard week without much pay, but everything will always be okay if I've got my sweet, sweet honey. We mightn't could afford to be queens of the road, but we're doing alright in our humble abode. I got a guitar and a song or two. My honey likes to paint in shades of blue. I'll have $1.50 left at the end of today. Been a long, hard week without much pay, but everything will always be okay if I've got my sweet, sweet honey. If I've got my sweet, sweet honey. If I've got my sweet, sweet honey. Thank you.
Woo! All right, let's hear it again for Sarah. Nice job. Up next, Brian.